How are you, my younger brothers? I'm your elder brother Kiran Roy. Today, I'm going to bring up a very, very important topic: how to identify a high body count woman. As you all know, being with a high body count woman can spell the death knell for you. It can actually ruin your life. So, in my next series of 2 or 3 videos, I'll be addressing everything about a woman having a high body count. So, today's video is going to be how to identify women having a high body count. After that, I will keep on giving more details regarding the same subject, like what are the characteristics, what will be the repercussion of marrying a woman with a high body count. On that, I'll be making a video tomorrow. So I'll take this series further. But today, our main topic is how to identify, how would you know whether you are indeed dating or if you are indeed married to a woman having a high body count. Because as you all are very well aware of, that nobody is going to come and tell you on your face that, hey, I had a high body count. For example, if a woman had 18, just a number which I'm saying, she will say I had 2, she will say I had 3. So nobody is going to give you the accurate picture. And it's even impossible for even us to get an accurate picture. But what we can determine through this video is you can definitely get a rough idea, a rough estimate of what the body count might have been. Though it is completely impossible for us to ascertain the exact number, but we can reach to a closer number than what is the actual. We can get an average basically, and that is more than enough. At least you will come to know whether you are in the safe zone or no. And what do we consider as a safe zone? Though there is no safe zone, because even one body count can cause lifelong damage and trauma. I can tell you this with all my whatever I've seen in my personal cases, personal 1:1 cases. So even one body count is more than enough to leave a lifelong trauma. But still, we have to, since like you guys always tell me, ki, Dada, please give me at least one safe zone. So under that circumstances, what I say is 1 plus 1, as in 1, and even if she had one more, as in 2, we can still consider it. Though I'm giving you the disclaimer, even 1 or 2 for that matter is enough to have lifelong trauma. So even 1 and 2 is not safe. But still, since you are asking me to give a number, I'll say 2. Up till 2 is fine, but anything above 2 comes under the danger zone. So suppose if you, by the tricks which I'm going to tell you today through this video, if you can come to a conclusion that she had 8, 9, 10, 12, whatever, then you can easily make your decision, because anything above 2 is danger zone, that's a red flag. And anything below 2, though I wouldn't call it a green flag, but at least you can escape it by a few notches. That's the thing. So the first thing that you will see in a woman with a high body count is their social media, because a girl's social media can speak volumes about how promiscuous their past have been, because these are the women who always post thirst traps. They will always be having scantily clad pictures. They will be having revealing clothes. They will be posting like pictures in which like they are making like the facial gestures which is inviting men, basically like kissing, blowing a kiss, or like different gestures, as you guys must be aware of. So if you are seeing any of these traps in which a woman is posting pictures, though it is solo pictures only, but still she's like kissing or making gestures with her lips, with the eyes, one eyes closed, like different inviting poses, including thirst traps. In a thirst trap, they wear revealing clothes, like they display the cleavage, lots of skin show basically. In other words, lots of skin show. So if that is what you are seeing in her past pictures, or even in her present pictures for that matter, then there is a very huge sign that she may have had a high body count. And in this regard, you have to keep a watch for what her with whom she interacts. Suppose if she's interacting with lots of guys, especially the blue tick guys, gym bros, these are the ones you should be keeping a watch for. I repeat, blue tick guys. Like in my Instagram profile, you might have seen a blue tick. So if you see her interacting with lots of blue tick guys and other guys who are gym bros, basically, because these are my theories. If you ask me why are you giving us these theories, I do have my reasons which I don't feel necessary to elaborate as of now. But if you guys ask me, I can make a special separate video to elaborate these points. But for the time being, I will only say make a special note and watch out for the blue tick guys and the gym bros guys, because I do have some reasons which I will disclose at a later date. So this is a very important point which you'll have to keep in mind. You must also keep a watch for her captions. You must keep a special watch for her captions. Like if she has cryptic posts in her captions, if she has written cryptic words in the caption, like if you know, you know, then vibe check, etc., etc. Getting it? I repeat, if you've seen her caption in which she's wearing some revealing outfit, and in the caption she has written, if you know, you know, then vibe check, and so on, list is endless, anything of this regard, that's a very bad sign, I would say. So suppose if you see your wife or your fiance or your girlfriend for that matter indulging in these activities, I have some bad news for you. Why, how, I will explain everything in detail. If you ask me, suppose today I'm giving you all the signs in this video. Suppose if you are finding something, do let me know. I will try to address that in detail, because if I sit and address each and everything in detail, this video will become at least 4 to 5 hours long. So currently today my task is only to drive out the points which I have deciphered over my years of 26 years experience, which I have seen personally with 100% accuracy. By now, you must be aware that whatever I say is through real life experiences, which has 100% accuracy rate. So, suppose if you are seeing these points which I just said in my first point regarding sexual social media, then you are at high risk, I'm afraid. My next point is, she is a party girl, be it at past or be it at present. So these kind of girls, they live to party. They were party animals, and in many cases they would be party animals even at this date. They always talk about wild nights. She will say while you're on a date, suppose if you are dating her to get married, if she's your fiance, and she constantly brings up topics that, hey, what a wild night we had. Hey, we got drunk, she will never say we got laid. But if she constantly mentions these wild nights, so for them, wild night is not only about getting sloshed. Wild night is not only about dunking a few tequila shots for that matter. Wild nights implies more, though they will never ever tell you. Nobody will come out of the closet and they are going to tell you that wild night consisted of making out as well. Nobody will come and tell you that. So it is up to us. It is us who will have to decide for that. So you have to try to get into what they say. So though they are never going to use those words, you must always pay attention to her words like wild night. If they are using this term wild night, then I have some bad news for you. So these things play a very big part for you to identify them before your marriage. So suppose if you are married, then I know that it's a long process to get out of it. But suppose if you guys are still in the dating period, as in you guys are still in the like fiancé stage, then these points are going to come in very handy for you to make your future decision. And one more thing, one more point to be noted. If you see these girls, one thing common which I've seen in a girl with a high body count is they always shuffle their social circles. They are in one circle at one point, then something happens, then again they move on to another circle, then they move on to another circle. They are never consistent. For example, I had just one friend. Till date I have one friend after 32 years, and that one friend is going to remain throughout my life. But that's not going to remain the case with these girls who have had a promiscuous past. They will constantly shuffle between social circles. They are never going to remain consistent with one circle. Again, I have my reasons for saying that. I can explain it in great detail, but if I start explaining that, my video will become like 5 hours long. So I'm not adding that why I am saying so. So in today's video, I'm going to decipher and tell you each and every points, just the points I'm going to tell you. But if you are seeing a match, if you find a match with your case, then do let me know in the comment section, and under that scenario I will do something. Like if it is very serious, you can have a 1:1 with me, or I can make a video and address that point, or I can utilize it in my course. That will be like in the second step. But for today, what you have to keep in mind is these things. You will have to make a special, I mean, whatever points I'm telling you today, just like keep on noting them either in your mind or note them down. Jot them down in a notepad, because these points are going to be make or break for you. So if you see a pattern of changing social circles consistently, as in the past, not when she's only with you, so that's why you have to get into the past. So directly nobody's going to tell you about their body count. Even if they say I had 1 2, chances are that it's like at least 4 5 or 6 minimum. So that's why, to enable us to come to that rough estimate, the actual estimate, these points are going to come handy, which I'm telling you in today's video. So suppose in the past 2 to 3 years, if she has shuffled her social circle like twice, thrice, 4 times, then chances are that she has had a very high body count. That's for sure. One more point I would like to add is, a woman with a high body count, they never have close friends or permanent friends. They never have that. From what I have seen in my experience, they are always like, as in, even if they had friends, they will never have any, like, what do you say, long lasting friends, like the close buddies which I am with my best friend, Pratik. Like that, they will never have any friends. They will be like aloof kind of people, because they will say, I had that friend but something went wrong, so we are not in talking terms. I had that girl, she was my friend, but now we are not in talking terms. They will never be close buddies with anybody. Basically, they may have acquaintances, but they will never have a close best buddy, for that matter. Never ever have I seen them having a close buddy, because women with high body count, they will always be like lone wolf. They will never be having a huge group of girls along with them. And these kind of girls are always at rave parties, house parties, beach parties, clubs, for that matter. And yes, these kind of girls are always surrounded by male friends. They always have male best friends. Yes, they will be having male friends, but not women best friends. As I said just a few seconds before, that they will never have one best friend whom she can call her own, who is a female. But yes, male best friend, she will be having plenty. Ideally, male best friend, 1 2, but these girls will have many close friends, many. She will introduce you to all of them fondly, that he's my childhood best friend. But no, there's like more than more than meets the eye, basically. So that is a huge sign. Whenever a lady is only interested in like beach parties, house parties, this party, that party, club parties, and when she's surrounded by male friends, that's a surefire indication, I would say, of having a promiscuous past. My next point is extreme sex positivity. So I will explain this with a 1:1 incident which happened with me. So I had one man had consulted me 1:1 face to face in my chambers in my academy. That is where I consult people. So he said that he has a hunch that his wife said that I just had one relationship before getting married. But he had a hunch that there's more than meets the eye, that she has had a very promiscuous past. Because he estimated that, I think I have a gut instinct that she must be having more than 7 to 8, and I'm not comfortable with her, because I'm not getting the vibes of being that she's a one. I mean, that she's just had one relationship and I'm the next. That's all. I'm definitely not getting that vibe. So I naturally, I'll be giving him, I mean, in my 1:1 and in my courses, I give all the manipulation tactics that will help him find it. So one thing which I asked him to do was, I asked him, go home today. I mean, I did a thorough check. I mean, I gave him lots of things to do, but I'm just sharing one of them with you, because in my free videos I cannot share all my trick. But one trick which I had shared, which can help you as well, because at least one trick I have to share with all of you, right? So this was that trick. So trick which was, I told him to go home. So I asked him to tell his wife that, my colleague who works in my office, his wife, his wife is not a good lady. She asked why? Because she's having lots of boyfriends. Even after marriage, she's having lots of boyfriends. And even in the past, my colleague just came to know that she had 8 boyfriends. She had like, no, we did not mention body count, boyfriends. I asked him to mention that that a lady, his colleague's wife, had 8 boyfriends in the past. And tell me what she said. So when he met me for the next consultation, he told me, sir, I did whatever you asked me to do, but surprisingly, her answer was completely cool. She was like taking her side. She was saying, so what? A woman can have as many body count. A woman can have as many boyfriends as she wants to. So she was completely fine with it, and she was completely taking the side of the lady. She was like, she did not do anything wrong. It's completely fine for a girl to have as many like boyfriends or body count as she. Like, they take it as a matter of empowerment without any repercussion. High body count for them is like empowerment without any repercussion. So this was one test which gave us the clear indication about her promiscuous past, because we ran the more intense tests with her, and I could give my client the reading that minimum she must be having 13 to 14 body count in the past. Not just with one test, because this test gave us the green signal that yes, we should go ahead and dig in more. And with the more we prodded, we found that it was 13 to 14. I gave him the exact my report in writing that she must be having around 13 to 14. And once, while they got drunk basically, and they were playing dumb charades, I think, no, truth or dare, they were playing some game. So that time, this guy asked her in a drunken state, she was in a drunken state, that tell me honestly, you have to tell me, I'm not going to mind, tell me what was your body count. She said 15. So I had predicted 13 to 14, she herself said 15. So caught. So this test, the one which I just told you, that is going to be completely helpful in finding because as I said, through my test, I can give you that average, like I can come close to what it might be. So I had predicted 13 to 14. I mean, not predicted, I had given him the report in writing that she definitely she must have had 13 to 14 body count for sure. Because she said you just one. No, it's not one, it's 13 to 14. So in the spur of the moment when she was drunk, she immediately blurted it was 15. So I was like, bang there, bang, right there. I hit the mark with my tests. So my tests are like foolproof. They can never go wrong. But out of which, the first test, which you guys can also use, so that's why I've included it in my free video itself, that you can just talk about your colleague's wife having a promiscuous past, and you can see her reaction. If she's fine with it, if she's defending that lady who has had like lots of body count, then definitely there is something wrong. You will need to prod more. That is not the clear indication that she's certified, that 100% she has a high body count, but that gives us the green signal to prod further. That gives us the green signal that yes, we should do little bit more digging, and this deserves to get digged further, because 100% we are going to stumble upon something big, like in this case 15. That same thing can happen. So this is a very crucial point with which you can find one. So these type of ladies are also the ones who use these lines very casually, like sex is just physical, that was just physical, there was nothing emotional. And they will say my body, my rules. These type of ladies who has had a high promiscuous past, they always use this line that my body, my rules. So whenever you must pay attention to their vocabulary, to the words which they are using. So suppose if you happen to hear these words which they are using, which is like sex is just physical, and they will just brush it off as saying that sex is just physical, it's just a physical thing. So that proves their mindset that for them sex is nothing, like having a high body count is nothing big, it's just a casual thing for them. So those girls are like at high risk of having a high body count. Same way with if they say that my body, my rules, you will see many girls like at the drop of a hat, they say my body, my rules, I will do whatever I feel like. So you can get the clear picture that they will never rest with just one or two body count. Their list is going to be huge, and your future is going to be as bleak as it can be. My next crucial point is, when their relationship timeline doesn't add up, you must pay keen attention to the relationship timeline, which is what men, they completely lack. They never do that, but you have to, because lots of Indian sims, or for that matter sims from all over the world, what do they say? That I don't care about her past, it is the present that matters. If she is with me, I'm fine with it. But that's the biggest disaster they are doing with their lives, because their past does matter. They have a huge bearing on your future and even your present. So definitely that plays a huge part. So if their timeline doesn't add up, that if she said that I had three relationships in the past, and if you see that she's 30 plus and she's single, there is definitely something amiss. It doesn't add up in my theory. I will explain you everything in detail. If you insist, I will definitely explain. But this is one scenario which I'm saying, that you are seeing a woman, you're dating a woman, or if she's your fiance and she says that I've had three serious relationships in my life, and she's 30 plus and completely single, it doesn't add up. So you have to see whether the relationship timeline adds up or not. Because in the open video, I cannot share my theory, my rationing behind it, but I can definitely explain you that further in my 1:1 and all, because I do have my reasons. And that to a very strong practical reason I can give you regarding this. And also, if they dodges questions about their past partners, like they will say that, hey, I don't believe in labels, that was nothing, that was just a fling. So if they are using these words, if they are dodging questions, because of course, you being a fiance, you being a boyfriend for that matter, anybody will definitely ask a few questions. They have the rights to ask about the past of their partner. Everybody can do that. So suppose if you are asking, and rightly so, don't ever think only simps are instructed not to do that, but an alpha man will definitely want to know more about her past. So if she's dodging that question, saying that, hey, I don't like to put labels, that was just a fling, that was just a passing fling, that was just that, that was just that, if she says, that's there's 100% chance that she's had a very high body count, very high. And I'm not saying high, very high, because these are the type of women. When my As per my research, I've seen the women who have had a high body count, they always say that, hey, I don't like to put labels. They are the ones who will definitely use this line, that I don't believe in labels. And like, it was just like, they will casually put it like, hey, what's I mean, it was just a fling, it was just a situationship, it was just a fling. They will use these words as if it's nothing. So they are the ones who always have a high body count. So you must always pay lots of attention to their words, because these small subtle hints which they give, because that is going to give away their past. Actually, easily that can give away their past. Their entire past will be lying in right in front of you if you pay heed to what I'm saying, these small subtle signs. And if you are with a girl or a woman who admits to situationships, summer flings, one night stand, if they admit also that that I've just had it once, twice, thrice, for that matter, nobody will say I've had it like I always had that. But suppose if you guys get very close and if she admits to having a summer fling or a situationship, that shows that, dude, you are in for some serious trouble. If somebody admits to even one, the answer is never going to be one. It is going to be way more than what she has just accepted in front of you. So suppose if she admits to having had a one night stand or a summer fling, as they call it in the West, not in India, but in West, when I go there, I've heard this term a lot, summer fling. So suppose if you are amongst those who have had that, then I have some seriously bad news for you. And also, if she uses the word friends with benefits, that is a huge indicator that she must have had a promiscuous past. That's for sure, that's 100%. Because friends with benefits term is a very dangerous term which you have to keep in mind whether she is using. If she admits to having had friends with benefits in the past. That's again another surefire indicator that this news is not going to be good for you by any means. Now, you must. My next point is, if if you see her using these casual phrases like, "Hey, that was just a phase. I was just in that phase. It was just this kind of a phase in which I was seeing somebody." Phase. If they are shrugging it off as saying, "Hey, that was just a phase. That was just a passing phase," then you have some difficult times in store for you. If she says, "I was just experimenting. It was just college," then you are in for trouble, my friend, because these words are surefire giveaways that she's had a huge body count, huge list of body in her past. And also, if she says that I had ghosted him, that's another huge sign that she has had a huge body count. Ghosted. You must pay special attention to this word. If she brags that, "Hey, I've ghosted that guy a few days before," you might have checked out my reel which I had put in Instagram. You remember a lady saying that I had ghosted him in 2019 and now I'm married to him. I'm so lucky. Man, that's simp. Simp of the highest order. So the same point I'm inculcating here, that if you see her saying that, "Hey, I had ghosted that guy at so and so time," so you can have a clear picture about what I'm trying to say. If she mentions being on dating apps for years, that's another giveaway, my friend. Always ask questions, always pay attention to subtle hints. If she says that she was in dating apps for a prolonged period of time, sure shot you have some bad news, because unlike us guys, like guys have a very small chance of getting girls, as you must be aware of. But the girls, they can get guys very easily. So suppose if your girl is proudly bragging that, "Hey, I was in the dating app for 3 years, for 4 years," you can just imagine how many guys she might have been with. And if she casually just laughs off or brags about rotating guys, that, "Hey, I was rotating," because there are many girls in my personal, I don't know how many girls you guys have met, but in my circle, as in what I have met, because I have met vast variety of women over the years, I've met girls who actually laughs and brags saying that, "Hey, I rotated guys at so and so time. I rotated him and I ghosted him," like that. If they use the word rotating guys and ghosting guys, you have some, definitely you have some bad news in the offing. Now my next crucial point is desensitized towards intimacy. So before getting intimate, if she shows zero emotions, zero feelings, then definitely she might have had a high body count in the past. And also, if she is completely comfortable during the act, because it is, suppose if you are with a lady who has actually had like less or like very less body count in the past, then in 100% of the cases, one thing common which you will see is that the girl will be a bit awkward in the beginning, in the start. She will hesitate a bit, she will feel shameful, as in not shameful, as in she will hesitate a bit, would be the ideal word. She will feel shy, that will again be the appropriate word. She will be a bit shy initially. But with a woman, if you are playing with a woman with a high body count, it will be like, it will come as second nature to her, as if she knows the drill, she knows what has to be done when, where, and she will display no signs of awkwardness at all. So if you are with a girl who shows no awkwardness right from the onset, you are in for some serious trouble, my friend, because it's not going to last long. And these type of women can never form lifelong bonds with anybody, for that matter. Not even with me, not even with you, not with anybody. These women can never give their best to anybody, which I will address in my upcoming videos. But today we are just identifying what, like how can we identify a woman with a high body count. So all these factors are contributing towards that common point which we are addressing today. So she will never value emotional connection before sex. She will treat sex just like a sport. She will never give it the intimacy and the pedestal which it deserves. Because for them, sex is just a sport. It's just like a handshake, basically. Like how we handshake casually. Like that. Sex for them is just like a handshake. It's as casual and simple as that. They will never give it that intimacy, that respect, that in that like getting into somebody. That thing you will never be able to see from them, because for them sex is just going to be like a handshake, a very casual thing. Get it done with and it's over. It's not a big deal for them at all, because they're actually speaking, their receptors are fired. The receptors which produces serotonin, oxytocin, dopamine, those are fired by years of abuse, basically. So for them sex is just a normal bodily process. It's not something, it's not a pair bonding activity, basically. It is not a love making activity. It's just like a normal handshake for them. So if you see this point, you can definitely make out if she's had a high body count or not. She seems bored with intimacy, and if she constantly craves newness, then you definitely have a surefire case of a lady with a high body count, because they will constantly get bored, and they will always want newness. They will never be satisfied with whatever she is having as of now. She will never feel at ease with you. She will always be like unsatisfied with you. She will always think of somebody else, going and meeting somebody else. She will never be happy with you, that's for sure. So if you are seeing your partner displaying these signs, that's a surefire indication of she having a high body count. In my upcoming videos, I will tell you what will happen. In fact, in my next video only, tomorrow itself, I will make what happens when you marry a woman with a high body count. What happens? Because today I'm giving you the signs of a woman with a high body count. Tomorrow's video will be what will happen. So in that, I will explain you everything in detail. But now I've given you a point to think about. Now my final point is, you must trust your gut instinct now. You will see her always performing femininity. She is not living it. In these cases, you will always see that they are trying to perform the feminine duties. They are trying to perform what should come naturally, is my point. They are not living that femininity which they are supposed to. They will be performing that. So there is a huge difference between performing and living. So always use your gut instinct, always use your sixth sense, and try to see what they are doing. Because today I'm giving you one brilliant tactic, brilliant hint, that always see if they are living their femininity or whether they're performing their femininity. If they're performing their femininity, that means she's at a high risk of having a past body count. But she's actually flawlessly blending into her femininity. She's doing she has all the attributes linked to femininity. Then you do have a chance. But if she's feeling the need to perform her femininity duties, which should come naturally to her, then definitely the past is not as clean as has been put in front of you. Also, they will be giving you that feeling that she's had way too many experiences, way too fast in her past. She will always exude that kind of an aura that she is like very much experienced, and she's had this experience very fast, not gradually. So if you see her rushing into things, so that means she never had a like that. She never belonged to that one relationship bracket which she had told you, which she lied to you, basically. So these hints you must always keep a watch for. So today in my video, I've tried my best to include most, of course not all. I myself told you that everything I cannot share in my regular videos, which everybody has access to. I'll be giving the detailed overview in my courses. So you guys can definitely consider taking my courses, and in the courses you can feel free to ask me like whatever tactic, whatever questions you have. I will definitely make a video for the course and address that, apart from the videos in the course which I'll be having. But in the courses I will also be having question answer sessions in which you can feel free to ask me, and I will definitely answer it in the form of a video. Even if entire video is not required, in the comment section I can definitely answer. I can give you the exact details that you want in proper fashion. I will give you the details. Suppose even if it doesn't require a full video, In writing I can explain you the structure, but only in my courses, because it's a course, right? In course, definitely you can, I mean, I encourage questions. You have to ask me questions. I'll be giving you all the answers. So do go through all these points, and if you think whatever point I said, if any of these point matches with yours, do contact me. We will take it further. I'll give you more details, more insights on that. All right. I'll make a move for today. Jai Hind.